Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today was supposed to be a live stream. However, nothing went right for me. So I apologize, but it's not going to be. So first we're going to make, this is going to be a weaved heart. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so first we're going to take our two strips, our two 3-inch strips, 3 by 25. Now I did my practice block and I actually had some left over, so I cut this one down. However, it's still too big. I don't need all this. So we're going to do, I only need to cut 2 from here because I already have the other ones. But you're going to cut 8 3-inch pieces from here. So you're just going to line this up. You're going to make the edge straight. Just cut a little bit off there to make it straight. This is not my day, you guys. Not my day. I have no idea where my rotary cutter went. I'm so sorry. There it is, all the way under there. Okay, so we're going to trim that. And that'll go into my little trash bin there. Now we're going to cut, you're going to cut 8 of these. Yeah, 8 of these. You're going to line up the 3-inch line right there. And any one of your lines straight right there. Just as long as it's even across your stitch line. So we're just going to do 2. You're going to do 8. I'm going to do 2. Now, if you want yours to be directional, see my hearts, when I hook these together for my 4 patches, my hearts are going to be opposites. These are going to go upside down. If you want to have yours the same, you're just going to want to cut 3 by 3 squares, and you'll need 8 of each color. Me, I didn't care, so I did it like this. Now, I've already done the others, but we're just going to match them up into 4 patches, opposite, white and white, black and black. Again, these strips were 3 by 25. Well, they should have been, but mine were the length of the fabric, so I had extras on the first one. So here I am. So I'm going to go, this is just going to be extra. I'm going to put it in for my scrap quilt, or I might pull it back out and use it for something else. You never know, but that's where it's going to go for now. So we're going to lay that to the side. I already have the other 3 made, so I just sewed them together in their 4 patches. But I like to do as many things as I can. So now we're going to snowball the corners on these. So we're going to take 4 of our white pieces, our little white 2.5-inch squares. And we are going to draw our corner to corner line. I'm really sorry I couldn't do this live. I had difficulties with this new camera. Not the camera. It was the microphone, actually. And I couldn't get it to work. And then I got so irritated and frustrated. And I don't know. It's just not my day. But anyways, we are going to do corner to corner on all 4 of these. Like I said, I like to do as many steps as possible before I go to the sewing machine. If that confuses you and you guys want me to do step by step, like finish one and then go to the next, let me know, because I can do it that way. I just like to show you exactly how I do it. So these we're just going to line up with the line going in, the line going in. We're just going to pin it. The line is always going in, not towards the corner. So if you did it like that, obviously, you're going to go nowhere. So we're going to do all 4 of them. So I did, if you caught it, I said my practice one. So I'm actually making 2 quilts this year. I'm not sure what I'll do with the other one. Might donate it, might give it to my mom too. I don't know. If you're hearing this, Mom, that wasn't for sure. You should be sewing along with me. I gave my mom my old sewing machine to use, so now she has no excuse. Okay, so we're going to sew those. Also, I'm going to take, these are my borders. So the border on all these is going to be the same. The sides and the sides will be one, and the corners will be different. So I'm going to go ahead and pin 3 of these like this. No, yeah, 3 of them. I cut these a little bit bigger like I did on the first one because my measurements, it doesn't matter how many times I measure, it never comes out right for me. So these, though, we're not all going to sew up at the same time. These we're going to use as enders. So whenever I need to move on to the next step, I can sew one of these and leave it in there. Because, well, it's easier. So we're just going to lay these up here to the side for now. This one's going to go here. We're not doing this block yet. So I'm just going to lay this up to the side. This is my, I think this was 4.5 by 4.5. And then our fourth 2 1/4. So we're going to go sew this and all 4 of these. And then we'll come back over here. But I'm going to take you with me because I think y'all like that. So let's go. Oh, I moved this. Sorry for the dizziness if you got that from it. I don't know how that looks for you, but we'll see. Oh, I'm going to change this too. I would like my 1/4 inch foot on there. I'm going to use my starter. Oh, let's put it off the bobbin. Had to wind up a new bobbin too. Everything was a little bit off for me today. Okay, so now we're just gonna, I apologize that my hand is in the way there. I'm trying to figure out a better way. But if I put the camera on the left, it's gonna be in my way. And if I put it behind, it's gonna be like you're watching me upside down. And I'm not sure which would be worse. Okay, so for this, I'm going to leave this foot on there, but I'm just going to line up my needle through this, or my line here, through this little hole here. And then it goes right across it. Which is perfect. Also, don't be afraid to slow down when you're stitching. I used to be like a speed racer and I'm like, I gotta get it done. But just take your time. Alright, now we're going to cut these off from behind here. That one we'll throw to the side. This one we got to resew the other sides. I'm not sure lives are my thing, you guys. Like, I get all, I don't know, like, not flustered, but, like, nothing seems to go right on the days I want to have them. So maybe I'll just go live at random moments. In fact, I was trying to set it up earlier, and I don't even know how I did it, but I went live, and I'm like, did not mean to do that. It's just a rough day. Alright, we'll slide that in there. Now we're going to grab one of these border pieces. Like I said, they are for enders, so I don't have to use all the others. Normally I use, well, my other son, my oldest son, his old man quilt. I have all the squares cut to finish it. I didn't cut enough the first time. So I could have used those, but not on this. I do that on the other videos. So we're going to go back to the cutting board. Ironing mat, cutting board. And before we get the iron over here, we are going to slice off our corners. So you're just going to lay your 1/4 inch line there, right on the line you've sewn. And just slice it off. And these pieces, honestly, I saved those for the scrap quilt because they're pretty nice sizes and it's a scrap quilt. They're basically what it says. So that's where they're going. And I do almost have my pillow stuffed, which is exciting. I lost my Christmas pillow. I made the one, and then my son's like, "Oh, can I have it?" And I'm like, "Sure." All right, one more, and then we'll move on. All right, I'll move these over here. So I bought a new microphone because I don't like the way this one sounds. However, it doesn't like me, and it wouldn't work. And then I messed everything up, and then I couldn't get sound, and I'm going to have to do some practice ones. Or if anybody has any tips, I will gladly take them. So now we're just going to iron this open. I really like this block. I did not make up the middle part of this block. I mean, I made up the size. I designed that part, and I put it together with the border. But it's not an original because, well, it's beautiful. And I don't know who the original is. I saw it in several different places. But it is beautiful. All right, lay that to the side. Now these, we're just going to lay these to the side now too. They're done, but we're not there yet. Now we're going to turn our 4 patches into a bigger 4 patch. So we're going to lay it like, oh, what am I doing? Why is that one wrong? You guys, that one's wrong because I sewed it opposite the other one. What do you know? No, it's not. Why are they different? Somebody help me. 3 of them should have been exactly the same. But then they're sideways. Let's just cut more and see what we can do. See? No big deal. We're just gonna adapt. We're just gonna cut 4 more. And they've got to match one set of them, right? Like I said, this day does not seem to be my friend. It's got to match one of them. Okay, so now let's lay it out. Let's see what we're doing before I move on. So I actually don't want these. I'm hoping it matches these. Oh, good Lord. These. Let's see if it will. Okay, it will. Yay. All right, so lay those to the side. Now, we're going to sew these 2 together that are ironed opposite. These 2 together. Sorry, I went off camera. I'm just lining up the seam there. These 2. And these 2. But let's do these 2 because these 2, the seams are ironed opposite and the other side wasn't. And it still makes the same pattern. Well, my day's going great. Let's double check that. Yeah, so it's still white on the top. That's the one I wanted up there. So now we're going to sew those together and those other two, and then we'll move on. All right. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. These two need to be sewn together into one long set also. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do that before I go back to the other camera. So let's sew this down. And then we'll cut these off and I'll iron them real quick. You'll be over here, but I think you've seen me iron. It might be all right. Just iron them open so then I can lay them out the right way. Hopefully. All right. And then I will pin them together at the seam. You probably can't see that. This camera's not great for lighting, is it? Went a little fast there. Gonna grab another one of the border. All right, trim these off back here. Back over to the iron. We'll just leave them together. Hopefully it works the way I want it. It won't though. Right. We're going to iron this open this way. This one the other way. All right. Ooh. That iron. I think I'm getting a new iron, you guys. I found one that is, well, yellow, which really is my deciding factor because yellow is beautiful. Just kidding. It has great reviews. I'm going to try it out. But I have to actually order it first, so we'll see. So now I'm just pinning my seams here. These are, we're going to change the direction this one's ironed because it's a smooth one. And pin it. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and iron this open to the black side, or the darker fabric. Lay it out. Pull this one out because I'm going to use it next. And we're going back to the sewing machine to sew that up. There we go. Alright, and we're going to sew up our last border edge that we're going to use as a thing. So we may have to use enders at this point, but it's okay. That's what they're for. Alright, I'm going to trim that off and then I'll come back to the iron. We're going to cut that off. We're going to iron it open first. This iron's getting top heavy, or I'm not laying it out well enough. I don't know. All right, we're going to iron this open, and hopefully everything matches up well. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so now what we are going to do is lay out the middle parts, which is this will go here, and this here, and then this piece up here. So I'm going to sew these two and these two, and then we just have to put our border on. Let me fold this over. All right, I'm going to I'm going to sew these with you, and then we'll come back and do the next one. Oh, what did I do? There we go. That's not right either. Yeah, that's right. So sorry. I love you all. Okay, I didn't pin this one. We're going to attempt it, which is probably a bad idea, but I'm already doing it. Okay, let's iron these and sew them together, and we are getting it done. I love seeing the pictures of all yours. I can't wait to see these and what you've come up with. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. Also, do you guys want me to show you what the block looks like before we sew it? Because I can do that, if that's what you want. Just let me know. Oh, I got to redo that one. I'm going to iron it the other way, because I ironed this one that way. Would it help you picking out fabric if I showed you what we're going to do before we actually do it? So now we're just going to hook it there and see how it's a heart, but they're weaved together, and it's beautiful. See why I re-ironed it? Because I knew I was going the wrong way. And this one, to go this way, had only one seam, where the other one would have had 4. Or, yeah, 4. That's right. Okay. So we're just going to pin here. I'm going to go sew this, and I'll be right back with you. See, I should have cut that off, but it's okay. We're just going to work with it. That was from when I snowballed it. We just have to do our border, which we've been here before. You know how we do it, one side at a time, instead of like the sides and then the top and bottom. I just prefer it that way. But if you want to do yours hooking on the 2 sides and then the longer sides, like if you sewed a white block to each side and then you wanted to add the What am I trying to say? Add the white blocks each side and then add the short sides on and then add the long sides opposite. Go ahead and do that. It's yours. I'm going to just trim that off. Because, well, just because. And we're going to sew this on and see these are pretty much even. I didn't want too much extra. Just enough that it wasn't too short. I'm going to sew this up. Bottom seam keeps popping up. I can feel it there because it's going folded towards the sewing machine. So if I lift it and push it back under, it will lay flat. Here's the part where I have to keep using starters and enders. Not my favorite part, but I'm already caught up with all the other sewing, so that's what has to be done. Okay, we need our ironing mat back. Alright, I'm just going to turn it to the side. I ironed these to the white because I knew I was ironing those out. So we're just going to pin that. See, it's a little bit longer. Not even going to worry about it right now. We're going to pin it where it goes. Actually, I will just use the scissors and trim it off. And then we're going to keep coming down and pin it. We just go around in a circle until we're done. Alright, let's go sew this one. Let me know if that sewing machine is too loud. I feel like, and also I hear that rattling. I'm not sure. I might have to have it serviced. Because it doesn't sound very good, does it? Alright. Back over here, let's trim this off. And iron it open. That's off just a hair. But it's okay. So now I'm going to do this. I'm going to line it up there. Trim it off. Oh, my rotary blade in my other one that I was using, the green one, which is fabulous, it got dull and I need to buy a new one, but also, do I? I'm just kidding. I need to buy a new one. I just haven't. Okay, so we're just going to line this up then and pin it. If you're good at measuring and you're sewing and stuff, you can cut these exactly what it measures at. But me, I can't seem to master that. So mine are just going to be a little longer. Alright, let's head back over and sew this up. Alright. Only one more side to go. So I've already got most of these blocks planned out, and I'm pretty excited. They're going to be beautiful. I think there's only one or two I'm on the fence about, and really it's because I have a couple different ones to choose from, and I can't decide. Might have to make some matching pillows for some of these months. We'll see. Where did it go? Okay, so now what we need to do is, I'm going to lay this over here. We're going to lay this out. And I want to have, let's lay it up here. I want to have 1/4 of an inch left there. So I'm going to lay this, it slipped on me. I'm going to lay this there where it's going to go. And I'm going to lay my 1/4 inch line right here on this seam of this. And then I'm going to, first of all, lean that, make it straight. And then I'm just going to cut that off. And that leaves me my 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to sew this up real quick. I'm not going to take you with me. I'm just going to run a stitch down this one. And then I'll be right back to pin it up. It'll only take me a second. Okay. Oh. And now, got it done. Iron it open. Oh, my ironing mat's not there. Iron it open. Alright. And now we're going to just lay it out and pin it. We're going to do it this way because that's what I want. So we're just going to pin the seams. Well, actually I'm going to go, I'm going to do both seams, which should line up beautifully then in the middle. When you lay it out, see how it lays beautifully flat. Now we're going to go stitch it up, and then we'll see what the final thing looks like. I didn't trim enough off on that, but again, who cares? Yeah, I hear that sound. We're going to give her a look back. Maybe it just needs oiled. If you know what that sound is, let me know. Or maybe it's just the bobbin rattling around in there. Could be that, I guess. I don't know what it is. I'm not a sewing machine expert. If you know what it is, please let me know. Alright, we're done. Are you excited? I'm excited. So let's iron it open. It's beautiful. I love it. There it is. It's a weaved heart. Let's get that out from under it so you can, the space isn't that big. I maybe should have done a gray here, but then I'd have had to have done a gray on the corners. And actually I like it just like this. So, but there are tons of different ways. It is beautiful. I love it. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, even though it was not live. And I can't wait to see yours. So let me know what you think. Show me yours as soon as you get them done. tell me how you're going to do yours. I love it. And I will see y'all next time. Have a great day.